EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Real quick. Hey, report! Report! 180!
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell. To about the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They go play action with Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Second and 10. Give running right is Mitchell.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 23.
Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Here's Pickett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A 77-yard punt return.
And the Ravens on to their lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Pickett back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third and long for Pickett.
Flush to his right.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21, Steelers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Finding Harris over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, middle. You at X. No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Quick, ready? You.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Pickett going to move his guys around.
At the 19-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, middle. Nice shot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, report. Report.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Go. Change it.
Jackson now. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Viking 18.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now he's forced out right.
He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
At the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
That's complete, left side to Bateman. He's into space past the 25.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have opened the lead up to 30.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 45, Steelers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
First down, Baltimore.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. A give here to Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously want touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. In motion right is Austin.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From the gun, here's Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. Finding space at the 40.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, report!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by its big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if it...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though, probably.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Already.
Play action. Now Jackson. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Report!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats and maybe some backups.
He's got a man complete. Still going. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first